Hello, everybody. Welcome to another reading with Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. I wanted to do a very special Valentine's themed reading for you guys. We will be doing more love readings on this channel in general, but I wanted to make sure that we got this one up a couple of days before Valentine's Day. So I'll be doing water today, followed by, if you have any fire, air, or earth signs, you can go ahead and check out those videos as well. They will be posted. I will, at the end of this video, do individual reading for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, along with pulling some dice for you guys to see who you might be connecting in with, the energies that Spirit wants you to know about. We'll be picking some oracle cards as well from this beautiful The Hidden Truth Oracle. So I'm going to dive into your reading. It'll be a couple of different cards, but we really want to see what the energy is for both. I shouldn't say both, there's three of you. For all of my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio placements. And then we'll go ahead again at the end doing the oracle cards. Check the description box for the timestamps so that you can zoom ahead for your specific sign. We're going to start by pulling 5 of these beautiful cards from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. We're going to go ahead and pull 5. We have heart-to-heart conversations. We have wedding. We have flirt. Interesting. And I will show all these cards to you up close. Don't worry if they're out of focus right now. What else do we have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Spirit? My water signs. Do 2 more. All right, there. Whoa, we got 3 more. We got love yourself first. We got make the effort and very soon. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these individually. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So this already is giving me the energy that you probably have a lot on your chest, my dear water signs, that you need to express to your partner. Things that you have been holding off on saying, possibly because you feel like you're always nagging or complaining and you're like, I don't want to be seen as that nag, or I don't want to be annoying. I'm tired of fighting, whatever the case is. But I do see some heart-to-heart conversations that do need to happen this month. You have wedding. It says this situation involves marriage. So obviously, I don't believe every single one of you watching this is married, but you may be in a committed relationship. Some of you will definitely be married. Others of you might be engaged or thinking about moving forward with engagement with this person. So that'll kind of help you to decide whether or not this reading is for you. We have flirt. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Make the effort. Great love is worth the steps you're guided to take. And very soon, it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. All right. So what I'm getting from these 5 cards is there is an area in your life, dear water signs, where you're in a committed relationship with someone. This relationship, again, you're either married, want to be married, or you've been with them a really long time. This is a devoted relationship. I feel like there has been a lot of issues that have come up that's really weighing on the intimacy of the relationship, where flirt comes out and make the effort comes out. Some of you might be in relationships where you feel that the love you have been given or the love that you're receiving, however you want to look at it, is not what it should be, especially because on the bottom of my deck, I have passion. So you aren't necessarily feeling that passion, that lust, that interest in your partner, probably because this is a relationship where you have been trying to make an effort, or, well, I'll say this, where you've been trying to make an effort and it's not as well received, or where you've lost all interest in making an effort because there are things that are weighing on you, especially with the very soon card, where it said clearly decide what you want. Some of you don't know what you want. Some of you are stuck between, is this really who God has for me? Or was this just what I thought I needed? You are flirting with the idea of, do I take a chance elsewhere? Do I just make it work where I am? But most importantly, Spirit wants you to focus on you. Because when you elevate your vibration, your partner will have to elevate their vibration. And either they meet you where you are, or you have to take some time apart. There's really no way around it. But when you love yourself first, and Spirit really wants you to focus this month on self-care, you will ultimately allow your own self to receive the love that you are giving to yourself right back. If you aren't taking care of yourself, if you aren't beautifying yourself, if you aren't doing things that make you feel authentically beautiful, handsome, attractive, I don't think you're going to be able to move forward with this relationship in the way that you want. But I do feel like if you really work on this, if you really have these hard conversations, and if you really decide on what you want, like make it clear, make it plain, I do think that there is a lot of success that can come from this. Especially because if you're already committed, it's difficult to just walk away if you really do genuinely want to make this work. So that's where this make the effort card comes from. So it's like, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. If you feel like you have been guided to move in a direction that would allow you to be more closely associated with your partner, like maybe you guys need to take a cooking class together, or exercise together, or pick up less extra shifts so that you just have more time together. I think the effort that you make, the time that you take with each other, is going to make a world of difference, because there is a lack of effort, an imbalance in this relationship. And I don't want you to be scared of having these conversations. I want you to have them. Because if you don't express how you're feeling, you don't express where your heart is, what is on your mind, how it made you feel, you can't expect your partner to just read your mind. So yes, you may come across as annoying, or you may come across as nagging, whatever the case is. But it would be better that you spoke your piece than not said anything at all. That's where, I think it is more important. You have to make that effort. You have to do what it takes, or realize that this relationship is so imbalanced that you have to walk away. But I think as you begin to really focus on you, though, there is going to be a dissolution of this energy. So we're going to jump into the tarot. That was a beautiful start for you guys. And we're going to go ahead, pull 6 cards, see what Spirit has to say about this love life, this situation that you're going through. We have the 9 of Swords. So that's definitely that same energy about needing to have some heart-to-hearts. 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. I'm going to do 2 more for my water signs. Page of Swords. I'm going to zoom out so we get all those in there. Spirit's like, we got to make sure we get the right one. We will clarify anything that we need to, but we have the 10 of Wands with the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So we'll start there. This relationship has a lot of potential. I think this relationship also has a lot of positive sexual energy, which is beautiful. When we think of wands, we have to think of sexual energy, passion, phallic energy, all of that, right? So this relationship has a lot of love in it, a lot of passion in it, a lot of even lust or sex appeal, whatever the case is, in it. But there's this part of you that is not necessarily speaking your whole truth, right? There are these swords. You're feeling like you have anxiety. You need to iron out the details. You need to say what's on your mind, because there is this deeper emotion that's keeping you up at night, that's not allowing you to be able to be your best self for your partner or for yourself. When I look at this, I see burnt, like it looks like they have burned pages of love. So I also feel like if we're taking that literally, you have gone through different strikes with this person. You know how you say this is your first strike, this is your second strike, third strike, whatever the case is. There has been multiple crossroads that you've probably have had with this partner that's next to you, where you're like, I didn't think I would stay after they did this. I almost left when they did that. There's been all these big occurrences that have occurred in this relationship, but you have still kept going forward. And I'm proud of you, because love is hard. But you're not standing here saying that it's easy, because honestly, you've been fantasizing about what it would be like to be single, to be free, to have the opportunity to look around and see what else is out there. Because again, remember how we said there was a flirt, right? So I think some of you guys are flirting with the idea of singleness. Some of you guys are actually flirting with other people. So be careful if you are the latter. But also understand that if your heart is even thinking that, like if your heart is even potentially open to flirting with the idea of being with someone else, being single, whatever the case is, you need to pay attention to what is happening and why you're feeling this way, and what can you do to be in a better situation. Because the 9 of Pentacles, she is not married. She is not trying to be married either. She's really reveling in her singularity. So I also feel like with this card, there may be some of you who resonate with being completely financially independent of your partner. And you could do all of this by yourself. You know how some people say, I could do bad all by myself. I feel like there's that energy where you could just be by yourself, but you're choosing to stay because of love. But it hasn't been easy. Because with the 7 of Wands, you've had to put up some major boundaries with this person and say enough is enough. If they've been playing games, not holding up their side of the deal, or however you want to call marriage, I just shouldn't call it a deal, their side of the contract, there's this part of you that's like, hold up, come again. That's not what we discussed. That's not what we said. Where is this coming from? And also some of you may be feeling like you have to be defensive because you've been pushed up against this wall. So many times you actually have created a wall with your partner. So you have to really check yourself and ask yourself, like, what is the reason why I have created these boundaries? Why do I need boundaries? And what ways can I set better boundaries and have better expectations of my partner? Because there is something that's making you feel like you have to do that, right? With the 2 of Pentacles, you're juggling your options. Do I stay? Do I go? Is this worth it? Is it not? Would I be happier with this person than who I'm with? Do I even care to work this out anymore at all? Some of you are also toying with the idea of, would it be worth it to be single again? Because then I have to go out there and find someone all over again. And that can be scary. So you are weighing out all of your options. You're being very selective, I would say, of how you're choosing to pursue love, be in love, show your love. For those of you who are possibly not married, you're also like, should I still play the field? Is this really worth me getting, ready to marry this person? Is this really worth it for me? So make sure that you're paying attention to the red flags, the green flags. Is it adding up? That's what Spirit wants you to know. But definitely with the Page of Swords, I take this card two ways. There has been a lot of fighting, bickering over things that don't really matter. They probably have been very, what's the word? Petty fights over nothing. But there's also this need for you with the Page of Swords to really search for the truth and have those conversations. There's this need to speak up, but be mindful of what you say, how you say it, the tone that you use, and always take your partner's feelings into consideration. I have often been told by my partner that I come across a bit too blunt, but I'm just not one to play games or, to have small talk. When there's a conversation that needs to be had, I will always have it. So, with that card you had, let me pull it out. You had the heart-to-heart conversations. Again, it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. But don't be so honest with each other that it turns into throwing knives at each other, contest. That's not what we're here for. Be mature, be respectful. The Page of Swords is not very mature. As you can see, there's a baby here flying a kite with two swords on it. It's a little dangerous. And the energy can be a little childish. So be mindful of where that energy comes from, how you use it. Definitely talk, but be mindful of how you talk, because there might be some difficult conversations this month that you have with that person. Your last card is the Ten of Wands. So again, you're feeling like it's time for me to put these burdens down. I'm tired. I'm juggling everything. This person has calendars, to-do lists, all these things in her hands, right? I feel like I must say this to you, my dear water signs. There is an imbalance. Imbalance? Oh my gosh. I'm blanking right now. But there is a lack. There's a lack of balance in this relationship. One person is giving far too much. And if that is you, which I feel that is you, this is for you. If you continue to carry these burdens, it will start to physically affect you, mentally affect you, and it may ruin the relationship. And I feel like that is another reason why you had the Love Yourself First card, because there's this need to put your feelings above all else to make sure that you're not jumping into situations where you are then being taken advantage of and where you're not giving to yourself. So love yourself enough and love yourself first so that you don't have to carry these burdens forever. You can put them down and you can actually be in a healthy, mature relationship where both people are picking up their weight. Your job may also be interfering with this relationship, I must say, or their job, because there's just so much going on here that it's probably hard for you to keep up with your social life, your work life, and your relationship all at once. So we'll take that for what it is. That's a mouthful, but you have a lot of work that you have to do this month to clarify where you guys are going. So this is where we will get into the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio version of the reading. So we're going to pull one for Cancer, one for Pisces, one for Scorpio, and then also from this deck, we'll pick one for each of you guys, okay? And see what your lover has to say to you. We'll also do the dice and see who you might be dealing with in love. So this will be for my Cancer. What do they need to know from their lover? What do they need to know from their lover? I don't react when people mention you. Ooh. All right. Pisces. We'll dive in. We'll dive in. Pisces. Oh, whoa. Pisces. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so we're back. That was too much. Okay. So Cancer, you got, I don't react when people mention you. Pisces, your person had a lot to say. been rocky in them streets, huh? For my dear Pisces. There we go. Just being near you is intoxicating. Wow, okay. And for my dear Scorpio, what does their partner have to say for their person of interest? I am becoming a better person. Along with, I left before you could leave me, but I'm not going to take that because it didn't fall out. All right, so we'll start with Cancer. So it says, I don't react when people mention you. So I feel like Cancer, there is a bit of the energy that someone is trying to stonewall their emotions. I see this person maybe being with friends and they're like, so how are you and so doing? We're doing good. They don't go into too much detail. They're kind of hiding their emotions. They're not really feeling completely sure of this relationship. So when people mention you, they try to keep it short, keep it sweet. They don't want to say too much or, whatever. But it's not like they're trying to engage or say how, oh, we're doing so good. And, it's just, we're doing good. What was up with you and Pisces the other night? Nothing. No big deal. Oh, sorry. Up with you and Cancer last night. Yeah. Oh, no big deal. Stuff like that. And so I feel like that is also where, I'm going to pull that card out again. There needs to be some effort made by this person to actually show you that they care. There's a little bit of a cold energy to that card. For Pisces, just being near you is intoxicating. This person is very sexually attracted to you. Very, very, very sexually attracted to you. And that's also where I feel like the bottom of the deck, the passion card is. This one says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this person feels very passionate about you. But you cannot make your sex life, your love languages be what allows this relationship to keep you going forward. There needs to be some stability here too. So I'm seeing that you might be letting lust and love and sex or whatever the case is overshadow the actual relationship and the truth of what's going on. So be careful there. And then for my dear Scorpio, I love this energy of this card. I am becoming a better person. So this person is starting to make the effort. They are helping you to have these heart-to-heart conversations. Maybe you are the type to save people, which I feel like a lot of water signs, we do that. I'm a water sign also. You're dealing with someone who I feel like has been in a rough situation for a while, but you're kind of helping to create a better human being, right? But you still need to make sure that you're putting yourself first, that you guys stay on the right track. Make sure that you're checking in about your love life and all of that. But the biggest and best thing I can tell you is that this person is actually trying. They are actually putting the effort out there. And that is beautiful. Sometimes it's not enough, but that is beautiful. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull one of these love cards for each. We're going to do Cancer first. And then we'll pull the dice to see who you might be dealing with in love. This deck is a little hard to shuffle. So it says, sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen in this relationship. I could just see. If you and your partner could focus in on why you guys got together and really focus on intimacy, Cancer, I feel like you might be able to get this person to not be so stone cold. There is a piece of the relationship that's missing, whether you haven't been showing them love or they weren't shown how to love you from like past experiences, but it is evident to me that you need to focus on intimacy, and that will greatly improve your relationship. Sometimes it's just the little things. All right, for Pisces, Pisces, your energy is all over the place. It wants to throw out like 5 different cards. Okay. We're trying to just do 1 card for my dear Pisces. We got 2. So it says, only time will tell, and a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, those are beautiful. So we'll start with this one. I'm thinking of you this very moment, right? So again, this relationship has a lot of love. It has a lot of sacred love in it. But I also feel like there is a lot of loss of self in this relationship and a loss of the reason why we're even in it to begin with. So that lust comes back to mind, that passion, that sex, whatever. So actually focusing on what this relationship is giving to you, I think is going to help you to grow, because you can't just be with someone who's intoxicated with you, who's thinking about you all the time. You actually need to give this relationship time, because there is a little bit of a sad soul that I see in this reading. And there needs to be a healing that takes place that realigns the two of you together. I feel like there's a misdirected energy in this relationship where it's like, yes, the love is there. Yes, the passion is there. But there's like, there's just... And only time will tell if the two of you will be able to make this last. Which is still not a for sure, but hey, you know, we're just getting the energy. And for Scorpio, what do they need to hear? For Scorpio. All right, we also got 2. So you got healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And new beginning. I love that. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Whoa. We're going to have to blur that out. But that's beautiful. So again, this person is becoming a better person. Right? I'm just going to flip. Yeah, I'm going to flip that one over. This person is becoming a better person. They're healing because you're in their life. And light is coming into the relationship, I believe, because your light is starting to really open this person up. And because of that, you two are going to have a new beginning where you can start afresh, where you can make this work, maybe actually get to the wedding that you're hoping to get to, right? And you have to just be willing to put in the work. The relationship I'm most scared about is Cancer. Pisces, it's like, yeah, you guys are really, really into each other, but there needs to be some work. But Scorpio, I'm feeling like you and your person, whoever you are out there, there is a lot of healing that is taking place in this relationship. And that person is becoming a better person because of you and what you bring to the table. I guess I should turn this over for formality's sake. But they're doing some interesting stuff in that picture. So I actually am not done with your reading. I literally forgot about the dice. How can I do that? So we're going to go ahead and roll these dice. And we're going to go ahead and say for Cancer. That'll be your card here. Cancer. For Pisces. Let me zoom out a little bit. And for Scorpio. So who is Pisces dealing with? We'll start with Pisces and love. So strong Virgo energy in your reading. And with the Saturn showing up, I'm going to read to you what it says in the booklet, but there is a need to get serious about where this relationship is going. All right. So for Saturn, it says discipline, responsibility, ambition, obligation, law, and structure. So you need to bring all of that into this relationship, Pisces. Who is Cancer dealing with in love, and what else do they need to know? All right. Alexa, off. So you are dealing with a Sagittarius. A Sagittarius. And you got Mercury. So let's read what Mercury says. Mercury says, the mind communicating intelligence, reason, and language. So you too need to focus on your love languages, on communication, because it is a stalemate right now in that relationship. And then for my dear Scorpio, who are they dealing with in love right now? All right. We have, let me see if this is the north or the south node, but we have Cancer, strong Cancer energy that you might be dealing with. And then, let's see. This is the north node. So this is the north node. And it says, for you, the north node of the moon, lessons that must be learned, fear of the unknown, fate, and a path forward. So there's some major lessons that you're having to learn with this person, Scorpio, that were fated lessons that you needed to learn in this lifetime. So there's probably a past life connection with this person. But I hope that helped in any way possible. But strong Cancer, strong Virgo, strong Sagittarius energy for the three of you. All right. That should be it. But I hope you enjoyed this beautiful love reading for Valentine's Day. I'm wishing you so much success, so much love, and so much hope for the future, my dear water signs. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.